6, 2019, and I'm at Millcreek Dam looking for wild mushrooms. I got my paper bag, got my pocket knife, and I'm ready to go. Hope you enjoy it. Now, when foraging for mushrooms, it's important to have a game plan. My game plan for today is looking at fallen trees as well as live trees. I'm not looking at the ground for the typical mushroom that most people think of. I'm looking for things that are growing on live trees and fallen trees. Nothing yet. Now below me is Millcreek Dam. It's a great spot to catch rainbow trout. It gets stocked with thousands of pounds every year by the Department of Fish and Game. So if I don't find any mushrooms, I might just go soak my line for a little bit and see if I can. Now the water coming out of the dam is really moving, and down there is where I find a lot of my oyster mushrooms. So I don't think I'll be looking down there today. Some of the dead trees are probably too wet and the mushrooms are probably soaked. So I will take a glance from a distance, but I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near that white water. Well, I just found my first mushroom, and it is a waxy cap, a hygroside. I believe these are inedible, but it definitely means mushrooms are popping, and we're gonna continue on the trail. Now, when you're looking for wild mushrooms in the trees, it's very important to stop, take a minute to look at your surroundings, maybe glance at the ground for anything else that you might find. But definitely it's easier to walk about 30-40 feet, stop, take a look around, and see what you might find. There's so many times where I've walked right by the mushroom, and on the way back to the trail, that's when I spot it. So I like to take my time and just look around on the way there. Well, I just found my first edible mushroom, although it's not exactly what I was looking for. It is known as witch's butter. It's very slimy. I believe there's 0 to no nutrients involved at all. It's more of a bragging rights than anything. But it is edible, so. A little slimy, but it tastes okay. Could use salt. Anyways, it's not what I'm here for, but it is edible, so. Well, it's been about 45 minutes, and I finally found my first edible mushroom that I'm taking home. What I did is I looked for these dead logs. They're everywhere out here. And you want to look for the crevices. When you see a small crevice, don't just pass it by. Stick your head in there, poke around. I'll show you what I mean. Now I went a little off the trail, but if you look in here, just down there, look at that. A beautiful, beautiful bear's tooth. Oh, and it's big. It is definitely a decent size, so I'm gonna reach in there. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. And this is a Hericium Coralloides, I believe. I'm probably butchering the name. I'll put it in the description and a little top window right over here. But look at that. That is going in the paper bag, and I'm going to have a delicious omelet when I get home. We're going to take a look and see if there's any more in here. That looks like it's it. So I'm going to stick this in the paper bag. We're gonna continue looking, at least for another hour. So this is what I'm looking for. These fallen trees. This one is huge. It's probably 3 foot in diameter at the base, maybe a little bigger. And if you look right in that hole is where I found what I was looking for. So don't give up. You may spend days out here and not find anything. We just so happened to get lucky, and I had a good feeling about this tree. So we're gonna continue looking for fallen trees and see if we can't find any more. Also, make sure to note these live oaks. Very important to look up into the knots or any old cuts or broken branches, and that's where lion's mane really likes to form. One of my favorite mushrooms to find out here. So I just keep looking up, and I do find it difficult to look up and then down and then back up, which is why I like to stop, take a look around wherever I'm at, get a game plan, find the direction. There's a fallen tree right there, and that's where I'm gonna be walking to. Let's see if it's got anything. Now again, these are the kind of spots I'm looking for. I'm checking up in here to see if there's anything growing. Nothing here, but it can't hurt to look. Now I can't tell if you can see this from behind me, but this terrain is not exactly easy. It's at least a 45-degree angle. It's all up and downhill from here. But that's, again, where you're gonna find the most fallen trees. And especially right after these rainstorms that we've had here in California. It's been pretty torrential around here. But again, this is what I'm looking for. There's a fallen tree right here. That right there is what I'm looking for. I look around, I see one of them, I take my 2-3 minutes and I check it thoroughly. Checking the base, checking any cracks, and again, looking at the live trees for any lion's mane that might be on any broken branches or old cut spots, any old knots of the tree. It's a great place to look. Now we're getting towards the top of the hill. I haven't found any other mushrooms yet, but I do see a tree right through there with a big old crack in it. I'm gonna check it. There's also, if you look down there, another big fallen tree. Gonna take a look at that one as well. A lot of running up and downhill. Look at that angle. I started just walking off the beaten path. I seem to have better luck that way, and there's way more fallen trees. So let's go take a look at this one. There's the tree I was talking about. I think it's just missing bark. It doesn't have a big crack. I was hoping. Well, I believe I found chicken of the woods. Unfortunately, I do believe it is extremely past its prime. That is unfortunate. It was definitely a bit, oh man, it was huge. Yep, that was chicken of the woods until the rain and storm got a hold of it. It was a big one. I'm gonna take a look around this area, see if there's any fresh stuff growing. Now I made my way off the mountain and I'm at the bottom again. The creek's getting a little smaller. There's the second dam. And I'm following this game trail. The trail ended, but the deer didn't know that, so they keep walking. There's some more witch's butter. We're not going to be collecting that. Like I said, there's not much nutrients in it, but it is edible. And this time of year, you really don't have to worry about poison oak, although it is out here. So if you catch poison oak, you might want to cover up just in case. Also, it being winter still, I haven't found many ticks. Although this area and most areas that you go looking for mushrooms are going to be covered in ticks. So be prepared for that if you do go out. I just came across this skull. We're going to leave it here for good luck. It's not a shed, so I'm not taking it. Now we're going to continue on this trail. I'm going downhill. So I only walked about 20 feet from where I found that last deer skull, and look what we got here. We have another deer skull. This one's got teeth. And more of a complete skull. Probably hit from a car across the way here, and this is as far as it made it. Really cool. Find these all over out here. Again, I'm not going to keep it because it's not a shed. Leave it right here on the game trail. Now I found some more hericium, bear's tooth, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you can be out of reach. Climb up this steep hill here. You look up here, coming out right there, just out of my reach. Nice little patch right there. So I'm going to see if I can get a long stick, try to knock some of that out of there. Definitely what we're looking for, and it will be delicious. I don't know if I'll have an omelet or scrambled eggs, but yes, put that in the bag. Nice little amount. Not a whole lot, but definitely enough for a meal. Hit up that tree. There's another little spot right there. There's more on there. Now this stuff will grow back, so I'm leaving little pieces on there, because I can always come back to this tree and harvest more. There's the tree I just got some off of. I came right over here, and this fallen log, it was loaded. Some of them are past their prime, some of them are still fresh and young. Look at this crack right here. I'm gonna rip this back a little bit. Look at that. Look at all that. Beautiful. Delicious. Now we're going to trim some of that off. We're going to leave some of it on, because like I said before, this will continue to grow. Check this out. This is old pieces. I'm not going to eat these. A little bit past its prime. Some more right there. Right here. Oh, there's a bunch under here that's really, really good. Some more right here. Now again, I'll link that proper name to this, or I'll post it right up here. That way you can see. It's a delicious edible mushroom. I believe some people say it's medicinal. I simply like the flavor. Easy to clean, drink in water and soak it out like a sponge. Now it starts to turn brown if it's getting bad. Some of this is brown on top and white underneath. I'll just trim off what I don't want later. Prime. See how brown that is? See on the back side, it's all white. So it's probably still good, but I'm just gonna leave it. Leave it right there, maybe it'll spread. Now, I don't know if ripping the bark off of this and not putting it back is bad for it. I seem to always find it in the cracks, so it is what it is, I guess. Like I said, check this out. Underneath the bark, where I always tend to find it. Look at that, right there. Look at this. Boom. Just filling up underneath there. little pieces of wood on there. We'll save that one. We'll clean it up when we get home. Put it in the paper bag. Starting to get a lot more in there. Definitely. Well, it's been about 2.5 hours, and I only planned on being out here for about 2 hours, so I'm gonna call it. I stopped right next to the stream just to catch my breath. Hiking them trails is pretty bad. It's really steep out there. Just noticed there's a lot more bones around here. Check this out. Bone, bone, more bones. A lot of deer bones out here. I'm assuming they get hit by the cars. The road is literally right there going across. I'm probably going to try to find a place to cross this creek and walk the road back. I don't think I'm going to risk the branch. It doesn't look worth it. Probably walk downstream a little bit. If not, I'll just turn around and walk the trail back. Well, I decided to walk the road back. A little easier than the trail. I am exhausted. Walking the road back is also nice because a lot of the times the oyster mushrooms in this area are right off the road and they're down in the ravine here. So as I'm walking, I'm just kind of glancing down, looking for anything. They're real white, so it's easy to notice. Got about a mile back to the spot. Still looking for them oysters. Now we're almost back at the car. There's a spot I really like to check every time I walk the road back. Yeah, it doesn't look like any oyster mushrooms. This log right here is usually full. I don't even see the mycelia anymore today, but we definitely got some. Head back to the car. Going right in the road. These guys are poisonous. Oh, but only if you eat them. So don't eat them. We're gonna get this guy out of the road. Let him be. Finally getting back to the car. It's almost about 3 o'clock. Definitely should have brought a snack. I am hungry. Well, back at the car, got my mushrooms, found some trash. Please, pick up any trash you find out on the trails when you're hiking or foraging. If you bring anything with you, pack it out. It's simple. A lot of good fishing right here. I was watching him jump when I was walking by. Right here's where I came out of at the guardrail. I came up right here at this guardrail. Really, really steep. I stopped right here because it starts to get to private property. Oh, wow, look at all those sheep. Oh, and a sheepdog. That is awesome. I've never seen that out here before. that is one of the